Rediscover your past by digitizing your family's memories with LEGACYBOX. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about preserving your legacy, and then visit legacybox.com/recollection. By 1943, the United States population had reached roughly 136 million people, and war was raging on in Europe and the Pacific. Factories were producing tanks, aircraft, and ships at astonishing speed, while women filled industrial jobs that men left behind. The year saw both grim sacrifices and crucial turning points as the Allies began gaining momentum against the Axis powers. January 7th marked the passing of brilliant inventor Nikola Tesla, who died of coronary thrombosis at age 86 in a New York hotel room. Tesla's groundbreaking work with alternating current helped shape modern electrical power systems and influence countless technological advances. On January 13th, Nazi leader Adolf Hitler called for total war against the Allies, demanding that Germany mobilize every available resource, industry, manpower, and propaganda in a desperate effort to reverse the war's increasingly unfavorable tide. January 14th saw President Franklin D. Roosevelt fly from Miami to Morocco to meet British Prime Minister Winston Churchill at the Casablanca Conference. It marked the first time a sitting U.S. president traveled overseas by airplane, and the meeting produced the Allied demand for the unconditional surrender of Axis powers. Completed on January 15th, the Pentagon officially became the largest office building in the world, housing the rapidly expanding U.S. military leadership. It took more than 1,000 workers to install the massive air conditioning system required to cool the enormous structure. February 6th was the debut of Frank Sinatra on the popular radio program Your Hit Parade. His smooth voice and romantic style soon sparked nationwide fan hysteria that would become known as Sinatra-mania. On February 11th, U.S. General Dwight D. Eisenhower was selected to command all Allied armies preparing for operations in Europe. The appointment ultimately positioned Eisenhower to lead the future invasion of Normandy. February 13th created the Women's Reserve of the United States Marine Corps, allowing women to take over clerical, communications, and technical duties so male Marines could be deployed to combat roles. On February 15th, artist J. Howard Miller created the famous "We Can Do It" poster for the Westinghouse Electric. Though originally meant for internal wartime morale, the image would later become an enduring symbol of women's empowerment. March 29th saw wartime rationing, as meat, butter, and cheese were limited for Americans. The government used ration books and stamps to ensure supplies reached soldiers overseas while keeping domestic consumption controlled. April 7th brought major changes to professional football, when the National Football League adopted free substitution rules, made helmets mandatory, and approved a standardized 10-game schedule, shaping the modern structure of the sport. April 18th was when Operation Vengeance was carried out by U.S. forces. American P-38 fighters intercepted and shot down the plane carrying Isoroku Yamamoto, the Japanese admiral who had planned the Pearl Harbor attack. May 27th began an extraordinary survival story when Olympic runner Louis Zamperini survived the crash of a B-24 bomber in the Pacific. He drifted for 47 days on a life raft before being captured by Japanese forces and held in brutal prison camps, a story later chronicled in the book Unbroken. May 29th featured artist Norman Rockwell's famous painting, Rosie the Riveter, on the cover of the Saturday Evening Post. The image celebrated the millions of women working in factories to support the war effort. Beginning June 3rd, tensions in Los Angeles erupted into the Zoot Suit riots, when groups of servicemen attacked young Mexican-American men wearing flamboyant zoot suits. The violence reflected the deep racial tensions and the wartime anxieties in the city. June 9th brought a major change to the U.S. tax system, when FDR signed the Current Tax Payment Act, introducing automatic payroll withholding, the system still used to collect federal income taxes today. July 25th marked the downfall of Italian dictator Benito Mussolini, who was voted out of power by Italy's Grand Council and then arrested. The dramatic political shift signaled that the Axis alliance was beginning to fracture. August 2nd saw future President John F. Kennedy face wartime danger when his PT-109 boat was rammed and sunk by a Japanese destroyer in the Solomon Islands. Kennedy helped rescue his surviving crew, earning national recognition for his leadership. On August 3rd, U.S. General George Patton slapped a soldier suffering from battle fatigue in a Sicilian field hospital, and repeated the act days later on another soldier. The incident sparked public outrage and forced Patton to issue a formal apology. September 3rd brought a major diplomatic shift when Italy secretly signed an armistice with the Allies, agreeing to surrender. The announcement was made public several days later. Italy would ultimately switch sides and join the Allied effort against Germany. On October 7th, the Pacific War took a dark turn when the Japanese ordered the execution of 98 American prisoners of war on Wake Island. October 16th saw Chicago Mayor Edward Kelly open the city's new subway system, expanding public transportation in one of America's largest industrial centers. October 25th introduced the Batman and Robin comic strip to newspapers across the country, bringing the popular comic book characters to an even wider audience. December 1st concluded the Tehran Conference, where Joseph Stalin, Winston Churchill, and FDR agreed that the long-awaited Allied invasion of Nazi-occupied France would take place in May 1944. This operation would become D-Day. On December 4th, racial integration in baseball began, when Commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis announced that Major League teams were free to sign black players, opening the door to the eventual integration of professional baseball. Recollection Road and LEGACYBOX both believe it's important to preserve the past. If you're like me, there's a box of your family's treasured home movies and photos tucked away somewhere, and LEGACYBOX can help you preserve them digitally. The process is a simple and safe solution for converting your home movies and photos to thumb drive or to the cloud. Just send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS and camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures, and get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and kept organized. It's that easy. LEGACYBOX is trusted by over 1 million people, and it's all done right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past today. Go to LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to get an incredible 55% off. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to save 55% while supplies last. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt. Also, don't forget to visit our friends at Horn & Hardart to save 10% on your next order. Visit hornandhardart.com/recollection. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.